make other videos, but I really want to. I just keep forgetting. Hmm. Uh, of course. Speaking of replying to emails or messages, should be doing that more. Alright. Alright, yeah. Let's do some more companion quests or the main quests. That's a good question. Hey, level 1, fine. That's a good question. Companion quest or continue this side story or do the main quest? Not sure, honestly. Not sure. Now let's continue the main quest for now. The demon quest for now. Hello, Scroom.
Well, sir, are you ready?
Okay, sure.
Please, ask away. I welcome all forms of curiosity and the pursuit of
Yeah.
knowledge.
Oh yeah. So we're hunting silver wolf, I guess, technically. I don't really need to know any of this. Puglord's hackers, I guess.
There is a group of life forms there that know nothing of fatigue. They are attempting to touch upon the umbilical cord of the truth. They are compiling the languages, thoughts, and even emotions of the entire planet into symbols that even inorganic life forms can understand. You see, in the vast sea of data, life exists only in one form, a line of code. Whether it's a butterfly, a whale, or even you, the length of that line of code dictates the boundaries of what the entity entails.
So
Maybe the emotions of organic life forms are an expression of data, don't you think?
Sure. That's all the questions I have.
Very well. Get going we shall.
This other game that should also be
I will be sending you into the simulated universe using an alternative method. It might feel a little different than usual.
Nuzlocke or whatever.
This will help us quickly locate the cartridge in the vast sea of data. We'll start with this data link. Now, please prepare yourself for a deep dive with your consciousness.
My epic Minecraft gaming abilities are definitely going to be lacked. Oh. I need silver wool. Hold on. Let me just carefully. I have silver wolf. She's just not leveled up all the way. There we go. Send. There we go. A little bit more. It's not. Buy stuff. I think I should be able to buy some level up material in this north. Where's the store? Nope. That's not the store. Oh, let's go to that. There we go. What's the easiest? Oh, wait, actually, I just enhance compose. Unlock that. Boom. Alright. There we go. And let's unlock that so I can actually realize I can actually do a few of these 4-star stuff. Just well, I think that's the only one left actually. I say a few of these are 2. Which is only a couple. Well, more than one. Details. Compose. This counts. Do I get the free XP now? mind. What's this? Four to level 4, yo. That's why. That comes later. That comes later. Wasting time. Maybe I should do. Ah, shit, I know what I'm gonna do. Claim lax. Send them off. Send them off again, actually. Why not? Claim all. Smash again. There we go. Thanks, spawner. That does give me. Oh, it's on daily? Okay, never mind. It's in a daily. Okay. Actually, don't need that. Yeah, I'll do it. Since I need there. I'll do this. Yeah, because I can get XP stuff, and I can buy more XP. I'll do that now. Story quest is.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Hello, brats. Oh, okay, he just doesn't. Okay, he just doesn't remember me. Oh, wait, no, he does.
You! Hey, you! Stop! You are now a conscript of the moles.
Okay, this is happening. Looks a little sidekick.
I'm not a sidekick. I'm second in command. You know what? No, this ain't the time. We got trouble. The boss went to the Great Mine along with her Diggertron.
Oh, okay. Fuck is the girl? Alright, I was wondering, the little boy, little girl.
And she refused to let anyone go with her.
Artist.
I feel like she's doing something dangerous. You have to go check on her for us. Fursman is in the mines. It seems like the boss heard some bad news about him and then just ran in there. Oh, she even took her Diggertron. Is she preparing for a fight with the Vagrants? Oh, there's lots of bad guys in the mines. Miss Natasha said kids ain't allowed to go in. Go check on her for us now. He's Hook's daddy, and he's like a daddy to everyone in the moles. He's like a great person.
Alright,
Thank you. Please hurry.
Said Hook. Alright. Where do I want to play this actually?
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Well,
Save it! We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us.
Such a rat.
You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for those guys.
Traitor!
Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh? So you admit that you sold the intel to the mining team?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Oh, little Hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Daddy?
yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
That's a fair point.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off! I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for trouble every day.
It doesn't really matter what you say, it feels like we're gonna fight.
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson. Guys, get him!
You'll never lay a finger on Daddy without passing through Hook.
Alright. Mulder, come here, everybody stop.
It's you! Come and help Hook.
Another punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
He's really comfortable. What team comes in? Alright, team comes. Yeah, better. Oh no, actually.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Doesn't matter too much. Ow. Ow.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Daddy, are you hurt?
Oh, jeez.
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. And you, young man, are you hurt? Thank you for your help.
Ooh, it's the book. Alright, I'll live.
Quit acting tough, young man. Your injuries must be treated right
Yeah,
away.
get hit once.
Ah, I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard that you helped resolve some conflicts around the mines when you arrived. And again today, when you saved my life. The conflicts between the vagrants and the mining team have lasted for quite a long time. Even if you have just temporarily mitigated our rather tense relationship, it is greatly appreciated.
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're seriously hurt.
Oh, wait, Natasha.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need to keep searching, otherwise I might never see it again.
Wait, okay. Don't make her worry. Don't make your daughter worry.
It's just a tool.
Yeah.
I guess I should let it go. Let's head to the clinic.
I could say hello to Natasha. Oh, so. Crap.
Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Feels like. Sorry, were they there before? Feels like they were, They were just very imperceptible. That could also be the case. Natasha, how's it going?
It's getting late.
Doc?
Where to now?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Hey, Doc.
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies these days, though, so behave yourselves and stay away from trouble. You hear me? Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook. I'm talking to you.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. Ask him.
Boss is always right.
See?
You are gonna spoil that kid. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, I'll take Diggertron away. Do you understand?
Hook understands.
The boss of the moles should stick to her word. I have patients to take care of. See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you again. If it weren't for you and Dr. Natasha, Hook and I probably would have been in big trouble.
What happened exactly?
Well, a few days ago, I found a geomarrow vein using a vein detector, and I sold this info to Antonia, a supervisor of the mining team. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me of being a traitor. They believe that since I'm also a vagrant who came from another mine and ended up in here for a living, I should naturally be on their side. The mining team could not agree with that, of course. I'm just too old for this.
Daddy? Are we short on money? Why did you do that?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. Who knows how long I can stay by your side?
How old
I have to start preparing for your future. People say I'm selfish,
Like 5,
think I'm a traitor,
maybe 8.
but it doesn't matter to
I
me.
don't really know.
All you need to know is when I'm gone, you will have the money to take care of yourself and survive on your own.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mining team, I have nothing to complain about now.
Oh, you got
It's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. It was indeed a treasure.
the- Go try and find it for you.
I guess so. It's an ancient relic that can detect geomarrow veins. It's very rare. I haven't seen a second one in my life. I often carried it around looking for a new claim. I suppose some villains must have taken notice. Anyway, I
I'd find
guess
you.
I don't
Find you
need
might
the
be able to find
detector
it.
anymore. The less trouble, the better. I shouldn't care who stole my device. Whoever it was, I hope they get good use out of it.
So not, it is part of the main storyline. I have Findy. So well, hopefully Findy becomes a fleshed out character.
Hook seems to be giving me a look like, I want to talk to you outside the clinic now.
Oh, that's your impression of Hook. Nice.
So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Great. It's cool that they have like all the named characters sprinkled around the map, just doing random
Wait!
stuff.
Hook needs you to help with something.
Is that the first?
Yes! We can't just stand by and do nothing. That detector is Daddy's treasure, so I gotta get it back. You'll help me, won't you?
I don't see why not.
All right then. I'll be waiting for you at the shelter in the mine, big brother.
Aw.
I mean...
Yes. Second one. I got cool. I got Hook and Clara. Yes. I am making my way up as a responsible adult. People are viewing me as if I know what I'm doing. That's all I'm trying to achieve throughout my life. Make people trick and fool the idiots into believing that I am actually capable and responsible and deserve their attention and respect.
Too slow, honorary member of the mold. You should have gotten here before Hook. Let me introduce you to Sweta. She is Daddy's most trusted miner.
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant, and every one of us trusts Mr. Fursman. But after what happened over at that geomarrow vein, the atmosphere at the shelter became a bit tense.
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure, his vein detector. I heard that someone stole it. Is that true?
Well,
I don't know.
I would guess that's probably true. After the conflict in the mine,
I don't have
Wildfire
friends.
gathered
Jesus,
everyone out of
what's
the
happening?
shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. 4 people were not there.
I'm from the mine, so.
When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter but found nothing.
Fight 4 guys.
I guess one of those 4
Alright.
people was the thief.
No one else was at shelter time.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Alright.
shelter was usually crowded, so thieves would have had a hard time stealing things when everyone was around. We vagrants have our dignity too. I'm sure we will catch the thief, but
But what?
actually we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. They all claim to not have stolen anything. Of course, we could never expect thieves
Yeah.
to confess and turn themselves in, right?
Oh,
In my
well,
opinion, one of those 4 was lying.
they can't be 4.
Doesn't seem likely. All 4 suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling confident, why not give it a try?
Great.
Adults are so dishonest. Hook's gonna question them one by one.
Yeah, innocence. You there, Taylor.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
Nope. I'm no thief.
Really? Then you better answer our questions honestly.
Ask away. Let's not waste time.
Alright.
Good man, but a bit of a cheapskate.
Alright. Where were you when that
Spacing out. Didn't notice anything.
Okay, yeah.
Nope. What detector?
Hey,
What? I always talk like this.
I don't feel like she's the thief.
Sure.
I know No.
Alright, let's just... You there, helper.
Hmm?
Just help her.
Hook? What's the matter?
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? Oh, if I'd known I would become a suspect, I wouldn't have gone out at that time. How foolish of me.
Relax, let's check out off all the boxes.
We just need you to answer a few questions.
Okay. Ask away. It would be good to clear myself of suspicion. Mr. Firstman? He's a good person. Though... Oh,
No, we're thinking of things.
never mind. Oh, no. I must sound very suspicious, but I really didn't do anything. You have to believe me.
Okay, he's a bit more suspicious.
Nothing special. I just went out to get some fresh air. Oh dear. I know that's a lame alibi, but I swear it's the truth.
You're more suspicious than
Detector?
the settler?
No, I haven't seen anything, and I don't know anything. Is that all the questions you have? Have I proven my innocence?
Let's take down.
Oh dear. All this waiting around is enough to make me even more anxious.
Alright. Less, okay, so least suspicious, most suspicious so far. That's gonna change probably.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? How could you say that? You're gonna make me angry. You know what a businessman values the most? Reputation. If your slander ruins my reputation and harms my business, you'll pay for that.
Well, then answer our questions.
You're vague.
We'll decide if we believe you or not.
More successful on that list. Alright, what do you think of the...
I withhold my opinion toward this question. I have the right to remain silent. No comment.
Oh, you... I'll give you one more chance. Think carefully and give your answer to Diggertron this time.
Alright.
You little brat. Grow a couple of feet taller before you think about threatening me.
He will kill you. He could kill you.
Here, how about we make a deal? I'll tell you what I know in exchange for a small intel service fee. Fair and honest. Well, looks like I can only continue exercising my right to remain silent. It's up to you.
Alright.
Trying to threaten me with wildfire, huh? You think I'm afraid of them?
Let's tell Zila to take him away.
Huh? No, please don't. Look, I was only joking. Fine, I'll answer your questions. Please just don't pull wildfire into this.
Alright.
Fersman is an old customer of mine. He's pretty nice to me, though we are not so close. As to what he did about that geomarrow vein, it was kind of unethical. We're all neighbors. We've known each other for a long time. But he sold out to the other side and left his own people out to dry.
What do you mean, old?
I really can't agree with that. I went into town to restock. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? I restock on a regular basis, everyone knows that. I was wondering why there was nobody at the shelter. Look, the cook is definitely the thief, I'm sure about that. I value my reputation more than anything, so you can trust me. In my line of work, I've learned to read people. And something's definitely fishy with that cook.
Right. He's alright, but let's see. You got anything vital to say?
Well. What's this?
Spill it! Did you...
You little brat. How dare you label me a thief? Someone needs to give you a good lesson on manners. I'm an honest and decent man. I'd never do such a shady thing.
Anyone can say that. If you really didn't...
Oh, you have a temper, huh?
Alright.
That old Fursman was kind to me. When we were at Rivet Town, he put me in charge of the whole... And it's because I trusted him that I came... Anyway, he found that geomarrow vein by himself, so I won't blame him for not sharing. But you know, what he did was... I'm a cook. Okay. What else would I be doing? Don't you notice the smoky cooking smell all over me?
You don't cook.
It's just that I happened to be out shopping for ingredients at that time. Otherwise, who'd want anything to do with this kind of thing? Well, I don't want to be a snitch, but out of my respect for Fursman, the helper over there, I saw him sneak into Fursman's tent and come out.
Alright. You might be
I don't care if you believe me.
Alright.
Look, the head is spinning.
Don't worry, I've written it all down for you. Remember, among these 4 people, only the real thief would lie. The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't him. So?
Helper said helper did it. Helper said it wasn't him. Taylor said it wasn't her. Wayne said it was cook. I really don't think it's... Taylor's just... fills me. A whammy on me. What do you think, Foster?
I think the cook and merchant are the most suspicious. My gut tells me that one of them is the culprit. But don't worry. Even if you choose the wrong one...
Right. We have other methods, but... The cook said the helper did it.
Alright, thanks cook and merchant. Which tells me it's probably neither. Sense of merchant.
I don't know why, but I'll trust your judgment. Come on, let's go accuse the culprit.
It's gonna be the tailor. It's gonna be the one I think at least I'm suspicious for.
Hook figured it out. You...
What? You have the wrong person. I really didn't do it. I don't know anything. You just think I'm a pushover.
What did you take from the tent?
I beg you. I never even stole pocket money from...
Maybe he really... Well, just think about it. If the thief really is the helper, then what he and the merchant... Adults are also...
Alright.
Let's go look around where Daddy kept the detector. Maybe we can find some clues there.
Tent for children, packaging labels.
This is the label from a supply... That way! Let's...
Well, that's but I'll kill this thing. I get stuff. Ah, damn it.
Time for the main event.
Keep up! Tough luck running into me!
That thing's tanky.
Here!
That's my man. Alright.
Too late to repent.
That thing's going away. It's a shame.
Let's rock! My turn!
Not a scratch.
You can't run!
I'm on guard.
Yeah, dang it.
Pretty good crowd today.
Okay, so let's tweak it.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Where? Yeah, ooh, yeah, I get cool stuff. Dirt cheats.
The label must have been on this.
Alright.
Not too many. When the thief appears, Daddy's treasure. Oh, here could the thief have...
Perhaps.
Oh, yeah! I saw Mr. Sampo on the way to... Follow Hook! Mr. Sampo's always at the clinic hanging around Miss Natasha. Hook thought he was really sick or something.
Well,
He's working with the thief. Then he's also a bad guy.
He's always a bad guy. Sampo.
My friend, are you serious? This device is quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price?
No, why are you making this so complicated?
You two stop right there. Pitch Dark Hook the Great has arrived.
Alright. I got a thief trying to sell some goods he stole. Yep, I can do with it.
Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
It generally is a problem.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure. Diggertron will not spare you.
This is all that old Bursman's fault. Just because he has this device I'm holding, he can make a fortune. It's not fair.
Life's not fair.
Well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
No reason for this.
What kind of a reason are you looking for? With the underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't Anyway, I got the...
Okay, I guess we're the hard way then. Okay, so let's do this.
Diggertron, get ready.
Oh wow. He's standing to fight.
Time for the main event. You can fight it, or rock with it!
Oh, I should have actually switched to someone else, but that would have been dramatic. Bam.
Lands at the ready.
How dare
You sure talk
That's not
tough
what
for
you do,
someone who
right?
can't fight. Come on. No, Daddy's treasure.
Hey! Now this is Sampo's time to shine. Of course! I wouldn't want to miss out on seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism, would I?
Oh my god, I just came at him with a bat. I just came at this poor man canonically was a fan. Gotta break from these cats are stealing from the family. You steal from the gang. You get the hammer. You get the
Listen,
man.
there's a fellow in Bouldertown they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp.
Jesus,
He's an
real
appraiser.
wild.
Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind the scenes for... I think this device of yours is probably... Here's a trick. First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly... This business tactic is what I...
Balloway the Miner's Lamp. Let's go into town to...
Have a safe trip.
Okay. Let me do it now. Change the party setup. Alright, so... Servo. There we go. Add. Details. Switch. Confirm. Because, like, you know. That's... Steam. This is the team. Alright. Boulder Town. Helpful.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Alright. Wondering hey, what's the detector?
I'm already retired from appraising ancient...
Look at this! The detector's...
Oh, ho, ho. This certainly is a...
yes, look extra...
This device... I've been in the business for... I think this is probably beyond repair.
You know more about it, I still.
The detector's probe is gone. It's like... I don't believe any other store...
Yeah. Maybe we should look first, but so.
All right then, let's go.
Alright. No, it's completely. It actually is completely. Okay. Alright, yeah, because he's in the hospital. Sorry. Toy's broken.
Where have you been, Hook? What's wrong with this kid?
Found
Vein detector?
Big Brother and the Hook helped Daddy catch the thief that stole it.
Big
But
Brother.
Daddy's detector
I've been
is
acknowledged.
broken. It's all my fault.
You acknowledge me.
Only I could have found it sooner.
So it was stolen.
God damn it.
You're not hurt, are you, Hook?
Oh my.
I'm fine.
My knee.
Daddy, can you see if your detector's... I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing?
But...
Don't cry, Hook. Daddy's true treasure has been here all along. It was never lost or broken.
It is an adorable treasure.
Even you know what it is?
The detector helped me find lots of geomarrow veins, and it saved the mining team a lot of money. In that respect, it was a very good thing. But at the end of the day, the detector is just a tool. A true treasure must have irreplaceable importance to someone.
Doesn't really understand.
It's okay. I'm saying some things that might seem strange, but you will understand someday.
So, the treasure Daddy's talking about
is still happily running and jumping around.
It's you. You're the treasure. That's the meaning. That's the meaning behind the story.
Daddy! You're not allowed to see her cry! Go away!
Let me take a picture. Click. Hey. I'm gonna say like I took a picture canonically. I choose to say that. Alright. Let's go to a new realm. Or all these story-based quests, or maybe do I go with a date with Circle? Origin of medicine. Oh, yeah, help Natasha out. That could be so fun. Character. Oh yeah, let me send this guy. Oh, first upgrade. Nice. Anyways, can I get her to auto add? Nope. Alright. Let's do. Setup. My brain's frozen. What was I doing? Oh, this is. Okay, let's go help Natasha get her medicine. Let's go help the doctor. Oh, going to. Oh, no, the panic list. Okay.
You. I've seen you in the clinic.
I guess I do.
You run errands for Natasha, right?
No. Who's Natasha?
Don't play dumb. I might be sick, but my eyes still work. Let me guess. Natasha wants you to persuade me to go back for a follow-up visit, right?
Oh, right, yeah, that kind of.
What's the use?
Oh.
I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it.
Oh, this is bad.
Of course not. I read it in a book.
Oh.
Every book I read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through.
Oh, you're one of those people.
For people in my situation, a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine.
Are you serious?
What else is there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm too proud.
Burns are more important than life. Money's one thing.
You think I need you to tell me?
Yeah.
Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through.
What?
Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one.
Okay. Okay, I don't believe. Who's Dr. Vash?
Natasha's brother.
Oh.
They both used to practice medicine back in Rivertown.
Oh.
I heard he was a top student from the Overworld Medical Academy. Bellabog's main hospital wanted him.
Oh.
I have no idea what convinced him to set up down here. A kind heart, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you...
You think I don't want to?
Ah.
I heard that he... passed away. I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone else about this next bit. I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she... It's just something people were saying. I don't think Dr. Natasha could do something like that.
Yeah, why would she?
Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll do her a favor. I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Do not self-diagnose yourself, unless it's like a button.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues.
Well,
I should find another patient to talk to.
Don't say, oh, my leg is infected. Okay. If it's like, oh, it's slightly bruised, don't go, it's fucking goddamn. Alright. Any good stuff in here? Hello, man.
What was that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Everything's muffled.
Alright, don't answer, you're not going to.
A follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about?
Yes.
Natasha's a wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup.
I already seem like people.
But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Even if they could cure me. I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
It's not time wasted where health is concerned.
Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid. My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough. Then, one day, he said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back. He was forever saying he wanted to go before I did. Selfish old fool. I miss him.
Oh,
now that he's gone,
oh no.
Who cares how long I stick around?
Oh dear, I should care.
You're not wrong, I suppose. That girl certainly spares me no effort. But I always feel like I'm a burden to her. Okay, you win. It's off for another follow-up visit with Dr. Natasha, I suppose.
Yeah, a couple of choices are pretty vital on how I say things.
Did you want to say something else? My ears are terrible.
Mutual Aid Society.
Virtual who? All right, I heard you. Do you have to shout? No, I've...
All right.
Avoiding a follow-up visit because of her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
You got a grocery store? What do you have? What's the loot? Eventually I'll have enough to buy that, so I'll just buy other stuff for now. You know. Just shop. There we go. Yeah, I already have some stuff.
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over?
Alright, sure.
You should head on back then. Thank Dr. Natasha for her concern. I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people.
Why do you have this accent? Do you have a...
A dispute? No. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic and no real efficacy.
Healing?
She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out.
I mean, people are... no. People get better.
Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking.
That's how health works. Okay.
Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate.
He's dead.
You just need to, be willing to, Take a little
What, did
risk.
he give you like a shot of inject you with cocaine or something? Or heroin or something?
Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse.
It's cocaine.
And the unlucky ones
alive.
check out early.
Down a gallon speed.
Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You know why?
Speed, and it's addicting. Going down to life.
You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all.
It's just like morphine shots.
For people like us, a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, we'll take the latter. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash is dead anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I'm not gonna get to
What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine?
Yeah.
Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule. You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll face the consequences. Yeah, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
Okay, well that was easy.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this. Should I listen to him?
No, let's tell them. So, job's a job. Let's just follow the mission. Complete the mission. Okay, no, complete the mission. Complete the mission. Complete the mission. Do not be swayed by word. I have an honor to uphold. Alright, Jesus. Story list.
So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients? Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid.
Yeah, money. They just wanted me to keep it secret from you.
I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine.
It's just cocaine, isn't it? It's like speed. It's like the stuff they gave to the.
What Vash left behind is nothing more than
evil
reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. Thank you. Those patients weren't exactly singing my praises. Thank you for having faith in me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. I don't buy it. People's doctor, that's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine.
Oh, God.
The hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. It didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was having a constant stream of willing lab rats. Of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
It's your quid.
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff. Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor.
Did he even get the degree? That's the better question.
He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
No, probably not. But, no, I guess magic plants, maybe. Oh my God. Fish talking fishes.
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues surrounding Vash. My relationship with him. The things he's done in the underworld. It's a long story. I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him? I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the Wonder Medicine. Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think.
Yeah. Not very person, doesn't sound like. Okay. So I think it might help you, it might kill you instantly. Nope. Oh god. Oh no.
Who are you? Who? And who am I? Where's my husband? And where's my child? Where are they? You know where they are, right? You don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Where? Where did they go?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady in peace. Let me explain. That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away.
With the medicine. And that made some sick.
Oh, not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now and then, which did impact their livelihood. In order to try and rid themselves of the ailment, once the two began to suffer terribly. From that moment on, she became as you see her now.
Sounds like
and yet, what more could have been done? They were warned about that. Talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where...
It ain't ever gonna be normal. Well, what is normality, I suppose, one could say? What is, okay, yeah, he's not a very... Yeah, you have a weird brother. Guess actually related. How do you have all the good genes? No, seriously, how do you have all the good genes? Let me look at you. I mean, the clean thoughts.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you...
Yeah.
Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity. But his research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such experiments. As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort below ground.
Right.
Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next.
Alright,
Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate. And sometimes die. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Are you willing to take on this assignment?
Yes, mommy. I mean, yes, ma'am. Yes, doc. Yeah.
Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the Wonder Medicine. But it's up to us to remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. Don't worry about that. Go. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to burp. Anyways. Alright, I'm here for a fight. Everyone will reciprocate my request for a fight.
Stop right there! No one's allowed up ahead.
Alright. And over to Wonder Medicine.
Playing the hero, are we? Is this a stick-up?
Wait, how am I the hero if I'm sticking you up?
Wait a minute, you're that clinic woman's lackey, aren't you? Did you think the Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel?
I'm bring the pain.
She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right?
You got it. Tony DeAngelo. I mean, Tony Natasha Santa regards.
Men, look lively and send this idiot packing already.
It's time to bust your kneecaps if you see Billy No-Nos has got the chocolate man.
Fighting is meaningless.
There's only two of you. Okay.
Let's go.
Alright. Class. No, I know. Class. Now. Stop it.
I've no interest in conflict.
Snap. There we go.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, a lot of medicine. Medicine legs, very nice.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief.
Tony Natasha sends her regards.
You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you want to deprive them of that? Those poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you. The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat?
So you kill
My Mutual Aid Society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Shouldn't she be thanking me?
Would never give up on a patient.
Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling our operations, aren't you? Fine. Seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the opportunity. Men, seize the medicine thief.
Natasha sends her regards. There we go.
This is our chance.
There we go. Oh, goddammit, that's the wrong.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
That's powers.
Cute!
The right
You can't run!
Well, that's puzzles. So. Alright.
Try that again!
There we go. Alright.
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking away our moneymaker?
Moneymaker? So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here?
I guess.
As if we didn't have enough trouble already.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
Because now, well, it's still not 100% certain, definitely not, but now it's a better chance of saving everyone.
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability. To the very end.
I feel like we should have set up like a signal beacon on this planet. Just be like, hey, to do trades and set up.
Oh, so stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy brother.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Nice.
Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families.
Smash.
I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck. Let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
Story quests, I think. And maybe a side quest that I get. I don't want to fight. Not right now. So I'll do this story.
Mining team is hired.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Enter. There.
Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Not the weird.
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
They're not, yeah, I guess it's literally just painkillers. It's not even antibiotics, they're just painkillers.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she?
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
We have access to the
surface. The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
Oh dear. Oh. Can I hear about the story of how you killed your brother? Or is that too soon to ask? We're not close enough friends yet. Alright. That. Are you okay?
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask.
Alright.
No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been. I, actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by an overworld family that life changed for me. My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood. And Vash loved me like a sister. That is while we were still young. My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. We were on a path into the medical profession.
Okay, so...
He was gentle and introverted.
That's how he is.
But whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. I didn't know he had leftover reagents, and if you fail to make a clean break with the past, the past...
That's okay.
long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity. He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains. To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity. But I do admire that vision and perseverance. I always chose to believe him, ever since I was a kid. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might help take his mind off his research. But I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him in a terrible way. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently to hot and cold. And that fascinated Vash. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity. Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects. But behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into a madman.
Alright, and then...
Indeed. And it all happened under my nose.
Be like, oh, you didn't notice, you idiot.
How ridiculous. My judgment was clouded by trust in a loved one. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the aftermath. This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent ages trying to find a way to handle Vash.
Oh, yeah, I would be helping the guards on there. Wildfire doesn't exist.
In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the underworld. Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. Oleg must have worried about how I'd react to such a scenario, or he wouldn't have suggested banishment. I hope so. The day I learned the truth was the day I no longer recognized my brother.
That is a future event waiting.
Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city to the snow plains he'd always wanted to conquer. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain.
We don't know. Yeah, okay, he's alive.
I've been telling myself that Vash is dead ever since.
You need to be crazy and alive and be like, I can't wait for the event or the story that happened.
Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible brother and a worse doctor. That's all you need to know. Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind. Here, for your trouble.
Thank you. I'd like to think we're better friends now. I hope so. You gave me a lot of secrets. Alright, date with Serval, or, let's do date with Serval, then going up onto the next world. And then, yeah, then I'll do hook stuff maybe later. I'm just doing, timeline-wise. Well, okay, let's go to have a date with Serval, I guess. And then we'll go on the ship, start the next quest, and then
It's getting late. Where to now?
I don't know. I'll play for like up to an hour before I stop. Speaking of which, case something important happened. Which doesn't seem like it's the case. Yeah, okay. Nothing so far. Nice. To the hotel lobby. Hello, Serval. How's it going? Oh wait, not there.
Oh. Where did they get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up.
Hi. I never say no to free afternoon tea.
Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
Alright. Well, I'll help myself to tea.
Don't drink too much, or you won't be able to sleep tonight. Anyway, about the something I needed your help with.
Alright. No need for formality.
Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now.
Oh, I let her join the ship?
How can I put this?
Do you want some further?
If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hung came here on that train.
Astro train.
The Astral Express, right?
Correct.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Yes. Ooh. What are you asking? Well, that's kind of funny. You need to pass the boarding.
Well, it's just the dust has settled now.
Yeah,
the Stellaron problem
actually,
has been resolved, and
join, and I'll go to
Cocolia.
next list. Yeah.
Forget it.
Oh, yeah,
It's nothing. Forget I said
You don't
anything.
know your friend went insane.
You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Belobog after a few years, right?
Stan, welcome aboard.
Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that?
I mean, I already got Arlen and I think Astra already are part of my thing. I'll have to ask for the info.
I understand. I'm counting on you.
Yep.
I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance.
I mean, Arlen and Astra are already part of the ship. Oh, I wonder. Oh, probably gonna finish a couple more story quests with Hook and Natasha, and they'll be part of the ship too. All right, no problem. Me.
I knew I could count on you.
Right.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang? Or Pom Pom? Who's the best one to ask?
I'd say we'll go ship. Like, I was like, the conductor or Pom Pom?
Let's send a message to Himiko.
And then I'll talk to Pom Pom. I have a friend who wants to join. Mission you currently for as long as travel rest doors always open. What kind of person? Finding him, yeah. Rock says, I mean, he produced personality. Like, I'll get him a mic. It's familiar. You know, like, answer, bro, her time. Let's take your time. Thanks, here we go. Yeah. That was good and easy. Alright. Okay. Servo. Teleportation faster. Slightly faster. What's this? Oh, okay. New domain thing. Interesting. Do that in the future. Servo, I got yourself. Alright. I got free food, and now achieving. It's for me. Hey.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
Oh, I hate this. Oh, God, my water bottles. Oh, God. I almost spilled everything on me. My heart
I know. Let me think about it.
This is bad now.
Oh, no, not at all. I could do with a hand, actually.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it.
Am I supposed to be the good cop here?
Hey! You're taking his side already?
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards, but Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it.
As in leaving, getting as far as physically possible from Silvermane.
In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval.
Okay. Was Bronya at all caught off guard by her design?
Join the Express?
Oh, you don't know.
I see. No wonder she seems so flustered.
Oh, geez.
So, that's what's on her mind.
I don't think I'm gonna get a servo, am I?
Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guards Technology Division. Stellarons were her main area of research, but her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
I guess it was companion if I solely work if I have the characters. Do I have armor? I don't think I've found armor. I just found armor. Something not. She doesn't see the world outside.
I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort.
Oh, yep, swords. Teleport date. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. No. Teleportation. Wait, no, hold on. I don't think that was. I think that did not feel any shorter. No. I'm here now.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
Oh.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes.
A fair person.
Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother...
We're friends.
Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds, but there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia, you...
Huh?
It's nothing.
Oh yeah, I guess canonically we haven't seen her actually play a guitar.
You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Rania, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Rania.
Hi. You guys aren't fighting, are you? Man, he's a tall boy. Like, I don't think me or Danheng are short.
I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
She probably did, actually.
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klpoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
Did Cocolia like rock and roll too?
If she did, I never knew about it.
The story behind this guitar. It'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention.
Oh, they're the same age. Okay.
We called it
Roughly,
exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies.
Oh, several older than I thought. Right?
This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player. Or electric guitar, for short.
Okay, so Rania's probably not yet in her second decade, past her second decade yet, so she's younger than 20 probably. Like, 15 to 18 range, I'd imagine, something like that. Maybe like, yeah, somewhere 19 maybe. The main character feels like, anywhere between age of like, probably like 17 I guess. It feels older, like 17 to like 42, like that kind of age range, maybe. Danheng seems roughly the same age. March 7th also seems roughly the same age, maybe like probably a year younger? Well, actually, she's space related. It's weird space alien lady. Who knows? Himiko feels like... Yang is definitely like a guy in his 40s, it feels like. Maybe even 50s. Himiko 30s? Maybe late 20s? How old is Natasha then? Late 20s, 30s? Right? Late 20s, 30. They have Cocolia. We'll have Cocolia when she probably would have been like in her early 20s when she went and adopted Cocolia. That feels like, if I assume it. Maybe mid 20s, that would also maybe work. Because like Bronya was only there when she was like 5, and then she got mind wiped slightly. So like 10 to 12 years. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, okay. And several might be the same age, maybe a year or 2 younger, but just tech savvy. Sure did come up with that name.
Don't believe me? Let me tell you, Cocolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags?
Sure. I'm big.
That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone.
It like it did. Jeez. Bulldog soup, delicious and nutritious. Grape flavor. What the? Grape flavor? Okay. What about the other flavors?
You know what I mean.
Grape flavored soup. Sure, that's soup, not jam. Not jam. That soup and not jam. Yeah. Sure, what? Alright. Story.
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with him. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again.
That long?
You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Honestly, actually might be a bit long.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Well, that'd be pretty cool if the main quest we just see, like, because we finished 3 of these story quests. So these 3 people are now part of ship. It's just like a quick panel with these 3 characters just building about or whatever.
Well, let's see. Yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken, though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills?
Yeah.
Want to practice on this old antique?
Oh, I guess.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Little Geffy, did she order you around like this too?
Like I said, let bygones be bygones.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Alright, sure. Do I have a choice?
Come on, it isn't that difficult. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Poetry. It rhymes.
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Oh, wait, no, no. Huh. Oh, jeez, okay. Oh, yeah, great. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go.
So
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time.
Jeez.
I'll show you when I get the chance.
That's the archives. I haven't seen those.
700-year-old newspaper clippings? That seems a little unlikely. I'd take that with a grain of salt. Even if they do exist, odds are she lost them.
The clippings aren't the point. What I'm trying to say to you is that we have a lot of talent in the Landau family.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's palm. And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Snowman's palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder.
There you go. The good old guitar.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story.
Yeah.
This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet.
Unfortunately, never happened. Story.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed.
She probably remembered until she was completely taken over by his dead rock.
And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh?
Yeah.
Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back. Even for a second, she put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
You didn't do anything wrong, sir.
I know. But that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Alright, and then the last thing. Where's the last thing? Not there. First letter. What's this on?
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished reading it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it. That should be everything.
Right. This is a very emotional story quest. No fighting, no nothing. That's probably gonna happen.
Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
I kind
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it.
It's her not joining, is it?
What's wrong, Japard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
I feel like it's not the case.
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you.
Her stuff.
But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon to survey the situation around Boulder Town.
I always had this.
Why don't you come with me?
This entire time. But
huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane Guards will face less resistance if you come with us. Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. Oh, I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Hang on. Hold on. Wait, what? Ooh, good stuff. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. At least. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Missions. Hold on. What? Let's start. Alright, okay, so just upgrade again. Right. Ooh. No. Sure, then. I'll navigate there then. Wait, let's just unpause then? Hold on. Is that it? So... Honkai... Servo... Astro... Express...
Nice.
Okay, yeah, okay, so they can join. They can join. I guess completion comes in later. I actually just have to wait. Okay. Well, let's just start. Wizard, community conventions. Oh, how do you say? How do I send invitations out there? Oh, unlock this. Okay, cool. Hold on. Honkai, Star Rail. Nope. Invite. Invite. Characters. Not slide. So yeah, that's my phone. Opening your in-game phone menu and select the 3-dot menu button. Is that? Oh, wait, no, that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, well. I'll have... Oh, no, that's not... Oh, it's just random. Okay, it's just random. It just might appear. Okay. Right, okay.
Hey! This place could do with some iris scanners. Wouldn't want unregistered visitors sneaking aboard. I remember Lady Asta commissioned some security equipment a while back. Maybe she still has some spares.
Security.
Ah, that's right. Since the Legion's invasion, Lady Asta's been procuring defense products customized to the station's needs. I think she's already got platinum membership cards with some of the suppliers. When the unthinkable happens, it usually comes down to the combat effectiveness of the defenders to gain the upper hand. But it's always helpful to have the right equipment by your side. In addition to visitor recognition systems, I've made a few notes on third-party signal monitoring and emergency response devices. Of course, it'd be great if you never had to use any of it, but I hope my analysis is of help to the conductor.
Alright, roger that, Brother Harlan.
Those guys aren't serious when they refer to me like that, you know? Anyway, please don't start using it yourself too. Anyway, thanks for inviting me to see the train. I've seen the express when it was docked at the platform, but this is my first time on board. I'm not as knowledgeable as Lady Asta. The only way I can contribute is to help the station improve its defenses, don't you think?
Thanks, but you're supposed to be off board.
Huh? You're right. I need to learn to unwind. I've been so focused on the station's defenses recently. Thanks for your advice.
I'm gonna blow around now. Hang on. And forward. Alright, yeah. This journey. Oh man, coffee. Oh. Alright, her glued shut. Oh man, can't wait to enter and see both their rooms. What will it be like? I wonder if it'll be the next story based on that. Anyways, let's go.
Hello? It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the three trailblazers, the activity of the fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the star rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the express shortly, and we'll be leaving Urillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Hello. Goodbye. Miss you. Kiss. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. Ah, yeah. New cutscene.
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan.
Oh, that's a relief.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep. But when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently. And we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Right. Also, I just realized, when are we gonna... Is she gonna be the final boss? Is this story gonna be the final? It's gonna be hinted at later. Alright. But they'll profit. Alright. Hello.
Morning. You're very punctual.
Hi. Is it more?
Oh, I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response.
I don't want to troll Don too much.
The trailblazing of Urillo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet.
Alright. What's next?
Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
If a space telescope were deployed at this location on the Express, it would almost certainly be possible to observe shorter wavelengths.
There are only 2 characters.
Feels like a good angle.
Can't wait to get more people to join this ship. Alright. Gotta use these.
Sure do. You know, I was racking my brains before I boarded the Express, but now I've got more ideas than I know what to do with. Inspiration is a fickle mistress. My thesis might just be related to the Express. I hope you'll agree to be interviewed later. I need first-hand information. Well, of course, there are other things in life, too.
I wonder if we are gonna get officially new members to the Astro Express.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
It can't just be the 4 of us, 5 of us, Thunderkids.
Well, I've been on the Express before, but this is my first visit with you on board. Looking forward to it.
Nice. Right, like, surely this crew will expand.
Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun.
Firstly, Pom Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
Yes, we did.
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
OBS looks pretty smooth on, actually, on YouTube's.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka.
Oh, no one likes
I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct?
Hey.
Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
That's not too far.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Lawfu?
No, I was born like a few weeks ago. Canonically.
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible.
What are those sunglasses for? They don't fit on your face. I mean, they don't fit in your eyes. Seriously, what are those? They don't work. Unless they expand, they do not work.
My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent,
Is there anything in it for us? Like, guess it would.
No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle?
Yeah, it's good.
We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment.
Alright, that's a maybe.
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Can I talk? Say something before you go? No. I have a question.
March, get Dan Heng.
We have to bring Dan Heng. Alright.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge.
Right, we go into Shanzhou, Lofu? Alfu? Lofu.
March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to the Lofu.
You and Lofu have...
I'm forbidden from setting foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I can't go with you. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck.
I remember watching the trailer said I see you there, so like or not, you're getting involved.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume?
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lawfu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lawfu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, 3, 2, 1.
Heads up. I'm in favor.
4 against 1. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
Alright, so all three of them picked, so yeah. You say you're voting against?
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
You're so capricious. What is capricious? Oh wow, how sudden principle.
All right, all right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
Right, that makes sense. Alright.
So, Don Hung, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt. Ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the two of them.
No, I hope the next one is gonna be with Himiko.
Don't worry.
I feel like March is gonna kind of be a...
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ah, she's standing.
1.
Did she make it? Wow. I'm curious.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawful Skyport. Starskin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
That's not a good sign. Sounds like one of those automated customer service numbers.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Oh yeah, actually, good point.
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
Statics doesn't help either.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Oh, so it's become clear.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me.
Alright. Trailblazers, assemble.
Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
Avengers. Alliteration.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is...
Stellaron.
Precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Action for a fight. Everyone. Let's see.
Oh, look. It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps.
I guess what I think would be creepy if we did see something. Someone opened the gate for us, you know, someone did open this place.
Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Kind of pretty decisive.
That's Mr. Yang. This is child's play for him. He's dealt with all kinds of dangers before.
Apparently it's a manga series.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Alright. So that I am history. Deportation. Minutes free. Mail. Okay. That's it. Stop the stream here. I'll keep playing next time. I don't know when next time will be. It will be next time.